I'm super excited to be here today and give you an update on where I'm at after I just had one of the best nights of sleep I've ever had. I'll give an explanation on why I think that is, an update on where I'm at with my recovery from double jaw surgery to hopefully cure my sleep apnea, and I'll share some exciting news, exciting stuff about what's up next to come on this channel regarding all of this material. So last night was a pretty groundbreaking moment, a pretty groundbreaking night for me. If you don't know, if you're not filled in, the past couple weeks after having double jaw surgery to hopefully allow myself to sleep well for really the first time in my life ever, after I've been debilitated and nearly, disabled and everything else from not being able to sleep well due to sleep apnea. But the past few weeks, right, I have not been sleeping well despite the surgery, and that can be normal, or that's kind of to be expected. But now my swelling is really down, and I had a really good night last night. So I slept, I believe it took me maybe like a half an hour, 45 minutes to fall asleep last night, which is long. But then once I fell asleep, I do not remember moving or waking up the entire night. And I slept 8 hours. So huge stuff. That for me, that is ginormous. That has almost never happened. So I am pumped, thrilled about it, hopeful. And this wasn't the only night. I had a few nights so far where I had a string of maybe like 5 to 6 hours where I felt like I slept pretty good, or similar to like this, but I haven't had a full length night. Why I think this night was better, I think, just with time. Now it's been like 20 days exactly since my double jaw surgery. So I think all the swelling's gone down. My breathing might have kind of regulated itself more closely to my now larger airway. And since my swelling was down, I felt comfortable lying more flat while going to sleep. Up until this point, I've been told by my surgeon, and generally it's a rule, to sleep upright. So the swelling goes down, and I think a slew of other reasons. But I've never slept well upright, and I was not sleeping well upright around this time, or this time as well. So I decided just to kind of wing it, maybe just one night, give it a go, and slept more horizontally. And then I also did what was recommended to me after researching about what I could possibly do to help myself sleep better, which was to continually remind myself and feel into my new and improved airway and nasal breathing. And what that really looked like to me was, as I was falling asleep or as I was going to bed, I felt all of the normal feelings I usually feel as I fall asleep, and what I usually feel and get scared of, which are the relaxation of the muscles in the back of my throat and around, like, say, my tongue and upper roof of my mouth. And when I think my reaction that I've developed when I feel those relax is a lot of fear, a lot of tensing up, and a lot of trying to control those muscles to keep my airway open. But I think since now I've had this jaw surgery, I don't have to do that anymore. Or at least that's what I was willing to kind of risk and willing to try and accept for myself, which was, I think those two combinations were the biggest reasons why I slept so well. So, I mean, this is, like I said, this is a groundbreaking stuff. It's only the beginning, and I'll have more data points with the coming days and coming weeks to follow. With that, I'll give just a tiny little bit more of a backstory on my situation in case it's similar to yours and in case you might benefit from the same type of treatment. To clarify, my inter-molar distance is 38 millimeters. For some of y'all that know these specifics and these the kind of details or meaning behind these numbers, I did not have expansion on my upper mouth. I did not have expansion at all before surgery. I didn't have orthodontia before surgery to prepare for MMA surgery, double jaw surgery. And so I had my jaws pushed forward. The top one was 10 millimeters, or the top one was 9 millimeters, excuse me. The bottom was 10. And then I was rotated with, I think, up 1 millimeter, which I think might be around 6 degrees. And then on top of that, I had some nasal bone shaving on the like bottom of my nose to open up my nasal breathing as well. So that's everything I had done. I currently just wear a retainer to keep my teeth in place from all the swelling, but I have not even had post-surgery orthodontia. I'm kind of hoping I don't have to, but I'll see about that in the future. Of course, I'm hoping I don't have to have another operation or future devices to try and expand, say, my upper palate or, you know, anything else. I just want to sleep like normal, natural sleeping. So that's a bit of a background, kind of where I'm at. I'm probably throw up on screen at least briefly my surgical plan. I now have access to that. Now have access to my scans as before and after surgery, my CBCT scans of my airway. And, you know, I'm going to keep this video short. It's only week 3, but for next week's video, which will make it 1 full month, I will go a lot more in detail with my entire backstory, a lot more detail with all of the like data and information I have with my scans, with my surgical plan, you know, everything I've done up to this point, and just as much detail and helpful information as possible in a longer format video in next week, next Monday, as I post weekly. So I do want to keep this short. I am thrilled, like honestly, like beyond belief. This has been a long time coming, and I'm excited to sleep throughout this next week, come back with further updates, further data, hopefully good news, although I'm sure it's not going to be completely linear, but more things to come, good news or great news, and hope to see you next week. Thanks, guys.